Kenny Perry has made many a stop in his coaching career, but have any of those stops included the 6 questions? Have you ever done this before?
Never done the 6 questions. I've heard a lot about it.
Yeah, I mean, it's trending out there.
Well versed in trending.
No, it's not, sadly, at all. You ready to go?
I'm ready.
Let's do this. Question number 1. Who's your favorite golfer?
Obviously, Kenny Perry.
Yeah, absolutely.
How do you
right?
not
yeah.
like a guy that was named after you?
Yeah.
I know,
So
actually, I was named after him.
Well, he's older, but
Yeah,
he's
but I was
probably
still named after him.
Yeah, absolutely.
I had family from Kentucky. They knew him growing up.
When he was 9 or
Yeah,
whatever.
exactly.
Do you cheer for him? Do you follow him?
Yeah. I've been to the Colonial when he was there. Never got to meet him, but
I think you need to.
yeah,
I
I think eventually I will. Like I said, I just one of those deals where eventually I'll go up and introduce myself.
There's probably only like 2 million Kenny Perrys in the world, but you guys, relatively famous, both of you in the sports world, so I think you need to meet him. What's your handicap, by the way?
Very high.
Are college football coaches the worst golfers? Because you're always working.
Unless you're Steve Spurrier,
Right, yeah.
my saying's always been, show me a good college coach that's a golfer, and I'll show you a bad football coach. But
It's a great line.
there is some.
There are some exceptions.
There are some exceptions, and Coach Spurrier is one of the. So if he's watching this, he's an exception to the rule.
So that's the goal, okay? The best college teams have the worst handicaps. All right. Question number 2. What's the best practical joke you've ever pulled? Because that's your deal, right?
Yeah, I've done that my whole life. Actually, it was to my daughter, bless her heart. She was
Sounds awful.
Yeah, it was bad. She hated zombies, and one of those. She was probably about 12 or 13, and I had a glow-in-the-dark zombie in her room, and she opened the doors pitch black. I took the light bulb out, so there was no light. She flipped the light on, walked in, and there I was glowing. She was throwing shoes at me, screaming. Everybody at the house was upset with me, but I got a good laugh out of it.
You got to worry about the back end of the joke.
Oh,
you don't want
yeah.
to be like hurt in that, or
Luckily, she wasn't
sometimes-
carrying a gun.
Right.
So back then, she's only 13, so I don't think she
That's
was carrying
yeah, probably wasn't. So you were safe there. I don't know if this is a practical joke or not, but did you sing earlier this year or something like that?
Well, that's not a joke. I actually have
Okay.
a pretty good.
A
I actually
great
can sing.
voice. Okay, yeah.
People usually ask me to lip sync. I mean, not lip sync, but karaoke or sing for them. I've been asked to do a couple weddings, some
Really?
bar mitzvahs, things like that.
That makes sense. What's your go-to song? Are you in country? Are you
Highwayman? That's
that's
been
a great one.
Highwayman's
That's 4
always
different singers in that song.
Yeah, that's why great country singers. But I'm kind of learning. I'm an Eminem guy,
Oh,
so I'm kind of.
that makes sense.
He sings so fast, though. I got to kind of start getting some of his stuff down.
You just slow it down,
Yeah,
basically.
I like a little bit of everything, but yeah, I got to try to figure out a little Eminem song.
Highwayman and Eminem. That's exactly what I thought you were going to say. So yeah, that's correct. Question number 3. You're from Arlington, Texas. Are you pro Romo or anti Romo?
I think I'm pro Romo because the guys. I'm always be honest with you. I like the guys that go through a bunch, and that poor guy's gone through a lot.
Yeah.
And he always answers the call, and he gets people.
Except in the postseason. But
He's had
those
some
months
rough
beforehand. Yeah.
But he's always bounced back and been able to get him back, in time. And I like the guy for his grit.
We'll give you that. Question number 4. You coach defense. Your son is a quarterback here. Do you jump up and down and celebrate if one of your guys actually picks off your son?
Oh yeah, he knows. It's always been like that. I mean, we had a saying. I said, hey, when you jump in the car, you're my son, but on the field, you're a quarterback.
You're a quarterback.
So we've always tried to go at it. And he gets his shots in on me too.
Question number 5 here. Former high school football coach. What's the biggest crowd you ever played in front of in Texas high school football?
We had a couple times. We played South Lake Carroll, who they're a national Trinity. There was
Chase Daniel went there.
Yeah, about 30,000, pretty big. Played Abilene one year in the semifinals, and I think there was probably about 25,000. So it was, there's been some big games.
So did you get to coach Keaton? Did you get to coach your son?
Yeah, I got to coach him until his senior year, and then I went to TCU, unfortunately. But I wouldn't change that for the world. Any guy that was probably one of the reasons I didn't go into college a lot earlier, just so I could have that. Chance, and Coach Patterson actually let me do that anyways. He said, hey, you go to all his games, and that's why I was, so grateful for the guy for letting me do it.
But it has been good as far as, a lot of coaches go. You've been able to, he went with you to TCU.
No, it's been great.
He came with you here.
I was so fortunate. Coach Beatty wanted him, and I was like, that answered everything because he is my best friend. Nice. So we're very close.
Terrific. All right, final question here. You coach cornerbacks. Do you look for kids with the worst memories? Is that the key?
There's no
Coaches,
doubt.
worst golfers, cornerbacks. What happened last play? I don't remember.
They have to.
You're playing.
They have to. Well, they have amnesia 24 hours a day. That's the only way you can play cornerback because you're going to get picked on in this profession. And you know, as a coach, you have to have thick skin, and you try to find players that are thick-skinned as well.
I have found, though, a lot of them remember the good plays. They do remember the good plays. It's selective amnesia.
These kids, they don't go and watch film on their opponent. They go and watch practice of themselves. So that's what's changed lately.
Terrific. Kenny, we appreciate it.
Thank you.
2015 graduate of 6 questions.